Hi UCSD, welcome back. And for today, we're going to be doing a very quick review of area versus perimeter. And you're going to have some time to practice and play on our website all on your own. So to get started, let's just activate our prior knowledge and really think about what is area, what is perimeter. So let's remember that area is the space inside the shape. So go ahead and say that with me. Area is the space inside the shape. And don't forget to do your hand movements. They're really helpful for remembering. All right, and so now that we know that area is a space inside of a shape, we're going to go ahead and look at what perimeter is. So the perimeter is actually the distance around the shape. So go ahead and say that with me out loud while you're watching this video. The perimeter is the distance around the shape. Okay, so now that we have a baseline, we're going to look at our first problem. And we're not going to work through all of these together in this video, but you'll have some time to practice on your own. But let's go ahead and try the first one. So Miss Nyman is sharing a chocolate bar with her class. There are 4 pieces of chocolate in each row and 3 rows in total. Build the chocolate bar and tell me what is the area, what is the perimeter. So go ahead and pause this video and you're going to think about what technique would you use to solve this problem. So go ahead and pause that video. Okay, I hope you guys all thought about how you would solve this problem on your own. And you could multiply, you can skip count, or you can go ahead and make a picture. So I'm going to show you a really cool website that's going to help you build your areas. So you can see there's already a shape on this website, but we need to start clean. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is that if you go ahead and click this orange button on the bottom right, it will go ahead and clear anything that is on your grid. And let's double check and make sure you have both these boxes clicked on the bottom left and that you have this values button and it should have a plus sign. If there's a negative, go ahead and click that negative sign so that way you can test your own knowledge. All right, so let's go back to our problem and make sure that we know what we're building. So we're building a chocolate bar and there needs to be 4 pieces of chocolate in each row and 3 rows in total. So let's go ahead and go back to our builder. And I'm just going to start building that chocolate bar. So to build on this area builder, remember each square represents 1 square unit. You just kind of drag and drop it. And you could see this first square. And I want you guys to pause this video and answer yourself, what is the area of this square? Okay, if you said 1 square unit, you are correct. This would be 1 square unit, but we were told that our chocolate bar actually has 3 rows. So I'm going to go ahead and start building for those 3 rows. And go ahead and tell me how many pieces of chocolate per row? How many pieces of chocolate per row? If you said 4, you are correct. So I'm going to add in and make sure that each row has 4 pieces of chocolate. Okay, and now that I almost have my chocolate bar built and I am all done, I'm going to solve for the area and the perimeter. So maybe you're thinking to yourself, there are different ways we can solve for the area or the perimeter. You can go ahead and count, you can skip count, you can multiply, you can do a lot of things to solve, but I'm going to go ahead and skip count. And I think it'd be pretty easy to skip count by 4s. So I'm going to skip count by 4s because that's what works for me. But if for you it's easier to skip count by 3, you can skip count by 3. So go ahead and pause this video, or I'll give you a second of think time and try to figure out what is the area of this chocolate bar. I see you all thinking very hard. Good job, UCSD. All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip count. So I would go 4, 8, 12. So I know that the area of the chocolate bar is 12 because that is the space inside the shape. And do not forget to label your area. So I'm going to make sure I put 12 square units since we don't know how this chocolate bar is measured. Next, I'm going to come to the perimeter. And for the perimeter, remember, you're just counting the space or the distance around the shape. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 pieces around my chocolate bar, which means my perimeter is 14 units, since we don't know what this is being measured in. And I'm going to teach you a couple other really cool things about this website. So, we all know how to erase. Remember, you just click that big orange button on the bottom corner. But if you want to check your answers, there's a really easy way. You could come right up to the top and click this little plus sign. And look, it says area 12, perimeter 14. And we got it correct. The area was 12 square units and the perimeter was 14 units. So make sure that when you are solving the problems, you have this closed so you can self-assess. And when you are all done building your shape, you could just click that orange button to clear it so you have a clean slate. And after you clear it, you'll have to close this and re-click this bottom button so those numbers show up for you. Okay, my friends. So there are 3 more problems for you to solve on this slide, and I am going to want you to solve them independently using that area builder, but I will read them to you. So for question number 2, you're going to be solving the area of a painting is 18 square inches. If one side length is 3 inches, what is the other side length? What is the perimeter? So make sure that when you come to your area builder, you start building and make sure you have one side length that is 3. And then what would the other side length be if the area is going to be 18? If it's going to be easier for you to have this open, you can go ahead and have this open until you get to that 18. But make sure that you are building a square or a rectangle. Okay, for question number 3, Jasmine wants to buy a rug for her bedroom. The largest area she can have is 12 square feet. Design a rug that is the right size for Jasmine's room. So you're going to come to your area builder and make sure it is clear. And you could do whatever side lengths you want, however many rows and columns you want, but just make sure at the end your area, or this orange number that will appear at the top, is going to equal 12. It's going to equal 12. And then lastly, make sure you tell me what is the perimeter of the rug that you built. And your last question that you are going to be solving today is you are building a house in Roblox. The perimeter, or the distance around the shape of your house, needs to be 20 feet. The perimeter needs to be 20 feet. So you're going to come back to this website and build a house where the perimeter, or the distance around your shape, is 20 feet. And you can leave this open to help you make sure that you have 20 feet at the end. And when you are all done building your Roblox house, make sure you also input what is the area of your shape. Okay, 3rd grade UCSD, have fun building. This video and the link to this area builder will be on your Google Classroom. And if you have any questions at all, do not feel afraid to reach out. All right, UCSD, have a great time playing with your area builder. Goodbye, my friends.